Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. I might start off with an attempt at an overview. It's fairly short, so I'll probably get most of it covered in my overview. There's a link in the description. I'm going to let you know that this is madness. This is absolute fucking insanity. We don't have too much details, so there's quite a bit of reading in between the lines, but this seems like some kind of potentially seems like some kind of domestic terrorist attempt. This scumbag here, his name is Jamie Avery Jr., 28 years of age. He and a second person, and by the way, for some weird reason, we're not given any details about the second person. This scumbag here is facing criminal charges for allegedly injuring two young children in New York on Wednesday. This happened in Seneca County. And look, this is unbelievable. It is alleged, according to a lieutenant, that this scumbag and the other person, again, we don't know who the other person is, it's alleged that this scumbag and the other person had poured a flammable liquid on a 1-year-old child, and they had attempted to light the child, the 1-year-old girl. They tried to set her on fire. They tried to set the girl on fire. Thankfully, they weren't able to. For some reason, the lighter or such didn't work. We don't know the full details, but seemingly she was covered in flammable liquid. And they seemingly tried to set her alight, but managed to... Thankfully, there must have been some angel there to save the girl. Also, the police also found a 4-year-old boy with head injuries in this scumbag's tractor trailer. Head injuries, a 4-year-old boy. Thankfully, he's going to be okay. Thankfully, the girl is going to be okay. We don't know details about the head injuries, to what extent or how they were sustained. But thankfully, again, there must be angels at play here or something, because they're expected to make a full recovery. So we hope that is the case, and it's a swift recovery. Now, we don't know the relationship between this guy and the children, but the Seneca County District Attorney says that we believe there is a parental relationship, but we haven't determined that yet. So I'm wondering, well, so that's indicating that the DA, at least, believes this is the father of the 1-year-old and the 4-year-old. Who's the other person? Perhaps the mother, at a guess. Sheer speculation on my part. But the story gets even weirder, in my mind. Apparently, police responded to a call after multiple fires occurred at this truck stop. Multiple fires. Thankfully, this 1-year-old girl who was covered in flammable liquid didn't come into contact with those fires. I mean, that has to be considered a miracle. In addition to that, a suspicious device was located at the scene. It turned out, seemingly, that it was a replica bomb. It was a fake bomb, by the look of it. So it's really a terrible, terrible situation. This guy has been detained by police, and so has the other person. And this scumbag here, again, his name is Jamie Avery Jr., 28 years of age. He's from Florida, but this happened in New York, Seneca County. He is jailed. There's no mention of bond, but I can't imagine you'd let this guy out on bond. And he faces charges of attempted aggravated murder, second-degree attempted murder, second-degree arson, second-degree attempted arson, and endangering the welfare of a child. Thankfully, nobody's hurt. Or sorry, hang on, let me rephrase that. Thankfully, the two children are going to make a full recovery, and beyond that, nobody is hurt, according to the article. So that's a blessing. Again, angels. But this guy deserves life in jail. Life in jail. I don't know if attempted murder is going to give him that. I hope it does. I hope the accumulation of charges here are enough to see this guy face life in jail. He nearly set a 1-year-old girl on fire. He tried to set a 1-year-old girl on fire. If I understand correctly, the other person, again, who has not been, their details haven't been released as yet. They will be, but just not as yet. Seemingly that other person also tried to set this 1-year-old girl on fire. And it seems like the DA believes that this guy is a parent, is her father, perhaps the 4-year-old boy's father too. Again, speculation on my part. The other person, I'm guessing, is the mother. I'm so glad this girl got away out of this situation. That could have been one of the most heinous things I've ever come across. And this guy, as I say, he deserves life. Presumably the other person does too. I'm going to wrap things up here at this point. It's such a shocking, disgusting situation, and I will likely do an update if more details come out. I can imagine they're going to be pretty gruesome, or thankfully they're not going to be fully gruesome, because there's nobody died, thankfully. So I'll wrap things up here, guys. If you do value this kind of content, please do show me some encouragement, as you guys do. I really appreciate your comments, guys. Really appreciate it, and your ongoing support. But like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Give me some feedback, blah blah blah. Take care. Look out for yourselves and your children, especially if you're at a truck stop. Avoid weirdos like this, and take it easy, guys.